world. It is something unimaginable. And today's segment, we are going to see a glimpse of all these extraordinary contributions of Swamiji through this Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Savangapichana ecosystem. And joining with me are a group of devotees and disciples who've been part of this ecosystem, who have seen how Swamiji has built this ecosystem right from the scratch, literally from a barren land, where Swamiji made bricks, where Swamiji attended to each and every single disciple to heal them, to hear out their problems, doing spiritual counseling. Every single services that Hinduism can offer, Swamiji has personally done it himself through this ecosystem. So there are some amazing testimonials and sharings from devotees. It is so humbling to hear from each and every one of them how Swamiji has transformed their lives. It is so beautiful, and it is my pleasure and honor to welcome Agni Apochit Ayya and Sri Balaji Ayya and Ma Nithyananda, who's going to join with me in this segment today. And there are also a few more devotees who will be joining with us throughout the day, throughout the segment, where they will share their journey of being with Swamiji and how Swamiji has graced and transformed their lives completely.
Nithyananda ma, can you hear me?
Yes, please go ahead, Ayya.
Nithyananda ma, thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting us in this beautiful sharing, ma. And yeah, later I would like to share some of my experiences with Swamiji. Like back in 2006, actually. So I have initially, I just attended 2 days meditation program. Soon after, I got a blessings with Swamiji, and later my I think after I met Swamiji, to just put it in the short, after I meet Swamiji, then only I started experiencing all my dimensions of life. Like after 2 days meditation program, immediately I joined NSPC program, and the deep seeking was literally awakened in me, the deep spiritual seeking. So like all my dimensions and new things started happening in my life, and especially in terms of like whatever I want, for example, career, on-site opportunities, promotions, and wealth, home, whatnot, whatever I wanted, it was getting fulfilled. Like Swamiji was literally fulfilling every aspect of my life. So the life has started after I met Swamiji and I started following up his teachings. I also got blessed with inner awakening at December 2010. That was a big uh, blast for me because it was so intense. And later after inner awakening, my spiritual seeking was literally awakened, like every aspect of. And then I watched every satsang of Swamiji, and I'm literally talking to every inch. And one of the most fortunate thing which I had was on 2016, where I was able to live around him for 3 months physically in Adi Kailash. That was my amazing experience. Like during the 3 months, literally waking up and seeing him and eating with him, and like it was a different experience. And secondly, during those days, like he used to teach us every inch of the, like how to micromanage each and everything effortless. First of all, he when we were there in Adi Kailash, living around him physically, effortlessly he taught how to live an enlightened life. That is there. And secondly, he also taught us some of the most important things like administration, how to talk to people, how we need to relate to the external world, even if you want to earn a materialistic life, how even to relate the external life. So that is one of the biggest asset for me today, right? Because initially I was like literally like fearing to talk to people, was very soft and all those things. But after the Nithyananda Yogam, he literally made me how to relate with the external world. That was really an asset even today for me. And later I was actually, yeah, so that was one of the sharings which I wanted to tell. And
Yes,
literally
I
from
think
last time,
Uh,
yeah.
Agni Ayya, I'm sure all the participants of the Nithyananda Yogam program, the 3 months living with Avatar from morning till night, it is something extraordinary. Every single participant of Nithyananda Yogam program will continue to reminisce about how life was so dynamic Life was filled with so much of positivity when they lived around Swamiji. We can see literally how Swamiji used to go to every single corner of Adi Kailas and Savangipitam, ensure that everything is happening as per Vedas and Agamas. And he used to teach every single person, whoever is part of a program, how to approach life, how to deal with people, how to cognize wealth. In every aspect, Swamiji was training the entire batch of Nithyananda Yogam participants. And I've heard so much from so many, every single participant, I would say, if they have attended Nithyananda Yogam program, the first thing that they would always talk about is those times with Swamiji, which they can never even forget in their lives. So thank you so much for bringing that aspect.
Yes, throughout this life, I will definitely never forget that. Like each and every morning, we had one day we had a coffee session with Swamiji, and there we used to like when I just remember that, like all the words are just coming out, and you are absolutely right. Every participant in the Nityananda Yogam has many things to share with, especially the 3 months which we lived around him, and that is one of the biggest gift that we can have in our life. Yeah.
That's so wonderful. Thank you, Aya. Yes, Balajaya, would you like to share your journey with Swamiji and how it was truly life transforming for you and your entire family?
Nithyananda, everyone. Gratitude to my guru. I think my story is all personal, click I have received ever since I got connected to Swamiji. I think in 2008, during the 2008 period or 2007 period, I attended Kalpataru program for a day. And in the next 6 months, the transformation started to begin within me. And I have realized that a lot of inner potential is there within me to make a lot of changes for myself and to the community whom I used to work. I am an HR person, and that means it is a people-related work. I have a few of the breakthroughs I got is that, during Kalpataru, like any other person went and asked something from Swamiji, I asked that I want a lot of wealth. He said that he will have abundance of wealth. The little I realized that along with my financial thing also, he also showered with me with the gift of dealing with the people. And that's the time I was, the next level of work I was doing within the corporates. And that was handling many countries sitting out of India. It means the wealth also meant a lot of relationship I had built with the people, and that's, I think, important thing for my growth was to ground myself, to look into reality. All these things was only possible with the blessings of Swamiji. I want to share this very openly with you. My association with the Sangha was purely a seva. I didn't have any other agenda. It's a physical seva, which I used to do for the community and ashram. What happened within me was without any expectations, without any returns, that when I started doing this seva, I got connected with a lot of beautiful souls around the ashram and the community. I also realized that the way we used to deal with the people, the way we used to look forward for many of the things, and I think all those clicks, all those miracles which happened in me, whether it is wealth or health. I mean, I had issues with health too, and that got solved. All these things was possible only with the grace of my master. I had a small entrepreneurial before I went to IA to Phuket, attended the Phuket, which was itself a very different experience for me. During the year 2017 and to 2019 and 20 also, I think I had a small entrepreneurial journey. Little did I realize that the COVID will hit, and we all will go through these various problems. But even in that time, I was able to upload or upheld my integrity with the business and also show the honesty to my employees. And that's how the business actually did not, instead of going down to the loss, it actually, maintained itself. I want to tell this only with the grace. How is it possible? If you ask me, how is it all possible for me? I don't know. There is one personal thing which I always have is Atmamurti. The days were there when I used to go on Sundays and meet Swamiji at ashram, longing to meet him every time, and go onto the stage and seek his blessings, and then ask for anything what you wanted. And these days, whatever I'm able to relate is with Atmamurti. And trust me, every night when I go and retire to the bed, it is my father's photo I see, and then the next to me in my room is Atmamurti, where I talk to him and seek some of the things which I wanted to do for the next few days. Now, I am a great believer in affirmations, and these affirmations, when I speak to him personally, I think it's happening the next few days or few hours, and in the morning I get up fresh with a lot of possibility in me. One of the things I want to share personally is that, those days when I received the first international award in HR, with great zeal, I carried that award and showed it to Swamiji on the stage. And the immediate thing what he said is that, you will have many, many more awards like this. I did not realize at that time that, every time that when I received, I have to reflect and say, today I have received around 9 awards, international awards in HR, and my colleagues keep asking me that how come every year, and these awards are not, I cannot nominate myself. These awards have to be nominated by at least 3 other HR fraternity across the globe. Then only I am eligible to get the nomination or enter into the nomination process. So how is it possible when I am connected to my master? I have never asked him that I need to get an award, I need to get this or all. I have passed on my sincere gratitude every day to him, saying that, I think, thank you, Bhagwan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that, I think, made a lot of difference in me, to explore a lot of ideas, put those ideas into actions, and then mobilize the commitment from all the people and see the changing last within my community, which is called HR. All these things, it might be very simple for everyone, but the personal connect what I have with Swamiji, and there is a metaphor which says that, normally people uses there is no pill for all diseases. It's absolutely untrue. And I can tell there is only one person for all the things which is happening in our life, which is the, I don't have to go any time only to seek something which I want and I need. More than that, when I pass on my gratitude to him, saying that, I have been able to confidently handle my external issues with great integrity and honesty, and that itself is a feeling that I'm giving to everyone across my other ecosystem people, that I am able to do the things in a nice way, and I'm able to do the things which is benefit for my society. Both I've been in living both in HR and other public life, where I talk about these things. The moment they see this, Rudraksh in my this one, they said that, are you spiritually connected? I said, yes, I'm spiritually connected. I am initiated disciple of Sri Nithyananda Swamiji. This small thing which I am able to do with confidence is only because that I seek and I am always in connection with Swamiji. After a long time, this is probably the first time I'm coming and speaking on NTV, and after a long time, I'm seeing all my other Sangha members in here in this program. I only want to tell that, I am in a space of gratitude, and I am only all of you will be surprised that it's my personal connect with Swamiji is only making me to make a difference to both myself and to the society whom I serve. Thank you, Swamiji. for being in my life. I think all of us are the souls, I know, and this soul is connected to you. And in every step, I need the blessings of Swamiji. I need something, a connection which I always wanted from him, and I want to be always connected to Swamiji and the Sangha. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity, Nithyananda.
Thank you, Aya. And we are going to be having a very interesting segment, so stay tuned. And just if I would like to hear from Nithyananda from second, would you like to briefly introduce yourself, and we will directly lead you to the segment. Sorry, Ma, you're muted.
Nithyanandam, I'm grateful for being here and seeing everyone here, because after we have not been at Adi Kailas, we barely get to meet people, and to see them here has been something is really makes you feel very good. I first met Swamiji, though I'd heard of him much before. Finally, I came to my master, and I think the master may be ready to receive you, but you yourself should be ready for the master. And for me, that happened 10 years after I was told about Swamiji. That was in 2013 when I came for attending the Kalpataru program. The day I attended it, that was the day, it was Krishnashtami. So it was also the first time I was getting to understand something like, I'm so sorry, I don't know why my screen is going on blurring like this. I have to keep on putting off and putting on the video. So it was the first time I saw Swamiji as Krishna. And it was also the first time I was getting experience of what I would call as a live darshan, than seeing, let us say, a darshan of a murti inside a temple. That itself was a very overwhelming experience. And also what I saw during the satsang that happened that particular day. And I began to witness, at that time I saw what would later on turn out to be very miraculous things happening around me. I am one of those persons, I have difficulty asking for things. But interestingly, what I find is that I just have to think of what I want, and I find that it gets fulfilled. So, especially in the last few months post-COVID, something I want to happen. It may not be something very big. For example, I'm stepping out for something very important. I just want the weather to be good. I just think of it, and I somehow or the other, at that particular moment, I find that everything is very clear, when actually just before stepping out, it would have been a very, very cloudy day. And this is every moment, every day miracles that I encounter. The other thing is, I think one of the things that happened to me after Swamiji coming into my life is that all that I had thought of as my education, which has been in the field of Indian history, it got shattered on the first or the second day of attending IA in 2015. Now, for many of the people who have gone through, and masters and university and, MPhil and all kinds of things, it can be very shattering when you realize that, whatever you have learned has been a lie or a fake. But for me, interestingly, I raised a lot of curiosity in terms of, if whatever I've learned has been fake, then what is the real narrative? Now, interesting is, Swamiji has this way of even recognizing that without you telling him anything. And I found myself being made the editor of 2 magazines, which is Hinduism Now and Nithyananda Times. And through the journey of both these magazines, it allowed me to re-look at the narrative of our national past, as well as understanding as to Hinduism really is about knowing an enlightened civilization, because that is something does not somehow exist in the society about what people look at about Hinduism.
I'm sorry, Maushama, I think we lost you. Since you're facing some technical glitch, we'll wait for you to resolve that. Meanwhile, we'll just go to the next segment of today's program. So today, I would like to first show. Yes. So let's have Anniya and Dr. Balaji back on the show, and we are going to be having a very interesting segment. It's going to be a small quiz on all the contributions that Swamiji has given to the humanity through Adi Kailas and Nithyananda Sabanipitam. So, firstly, the one thing that everybody simply connects is the banyan tree, the Kalpa Vriksha of Viridi. So, I'm sure both of you may have several unique experiences of being around banyan tree, meditating there, seeing Swamiji around banyan tree. I'm sure all of you had beautiful experiences. So I'm going to ask you this question. Can you share two significant historic events that took place under the banyan tree, in the sacred banyan tree? Any two. There are several historic significant things that has happened in the banyan tree. So any two events that you can think of, or you've heard from Swamiji revealing the significance of banyan tree, you may actually share.
Can I, Ma?
Yes, Ayya, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I think again it is very personal to me. After it happened in one particular day when I was in Adi Kailash. Ma, can I start?
Yes, please go ahead, Ayya. We're able to hear you.
Yeah.
So the question here is, can you share two significant historic events that happened in the sacred banyan tree?
No, I understand the question. One second, Ma. 1 second.
Nithyananda, so it's a historic event, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that is the place where Sri Rama has taught the Saptarishis about the Upanishad. Is that the right answer?
Yes, that's right, Ayya. That's right.
Okay.
That's great.
Okay, that
So
is
that is
one of the historic events which I can think of. The other one, I'm just recalling it out.
Yes, Balaji, would you like to add any other events?
I think what I heard is that there is the samadhi under the banyan tree, which I think when it was discovered that samadhi was there, just the natural light was there. Is that's something that I heard, and is that true?
Yes, absolutely. Swamiji's previous births, samadhis are also under the banyan tree.
Yeah, and there was the light which was lit up there, all like diyas, it was lit up, and it was naturally was seen, when actually it was. I don't know who has seen that, but then it's something that it's so powerful, and the whole samadhi, the divine energy which is there, naturally will only play on us, whatever we are, at that point of time. Maybe it's a time all of us had a beautiful glimpse to go around that banyan tree and then spend time. So I'm sure that what I heard is true. Thank you so much. It's a samadhi.
Yes. Swamiji revealed that in Treta Yuga, Kamikagma clearly describes the southern side of the physical Kailasa. Under the banyan tree, Sadashiva sits, including the Kapila and all the Saptarishis. They assume the form as a hill. So you can see literally right behind the banyan tree, you can see huge hills. There are 7 hills representing the Saptarishis. On those huge rocks, those Saptarishis were living and meditating, where Paramashiva revealed the Agamas under this sacred banyan tree. And the entire Kailasa, every single aspect of Kailasa that Swamiji is reviving, it's all based on Agamas. Making the Agamas into life is one of the most important contribution of Swamiji in the last 30 years. And this is exactly the place, the sacred banyan tree is the place where Paramashiva revealed the Agamas under this banyan tree. And the Kshetra, this is the Kshetra where the Swayambhu Linga under the banyan tree was found, and this Swayambhu Linga is the Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva. When Bhagavan Rama, he used to worship, he used to do puja every day to this Swayambhu Linga. And this was Bhagavan Rama's Ishtalinga, and he installed one more linga after killing the Kakasura. So then this Kshetra, this is the same place where Paramashiva revealed the Upanishads and Agamas to Bhagavan Rama, and under the same banyan tree. And Bhagavan Rama is the first person to actually organize all the Upanishads. And he organized all the Upanishads, and he revealed the Muktika Upanishads to Bhagavan Hanuman under the sacred banyan tree. So this powerful energy center where so many historic events, right from Paramashiva revealing the Agamas to the entire world, or Bhagavan Rama receiving the Agamas from Paramashiva and receiving the Upanishads to delivering the Upanishads to Bhagavan Hanuman as Muktika Upanishads, and the where Bhagavan Rama used to worship the Swayambhu Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Linga. There are so many such historic events that has happened right under this sacred banyan tree. And now we will see a beautiful sharing how this sacred banyan tree finally reached the very source, the incarnation of Paramashiva himself, the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Swamiji, how it reached Swamiji himself in 2001, how this entire land was donated to Swamiji. Let's hear from the donor who's going to share his experiences of seeing Swamiji in 2001 and what made him to donate this land, the sacred Kshetra, to him.
Okay, I'm here now back after about 2-3 years because I wasn't well. My association with this tree started in 1968 as a small boy. And in 69, Radhakrishna Swamiji came and told us that this place is a very holy place. So you shouldn't be playing under this place. You shouldn't be jumping on the tree. Because which we used to do in 1968 as small boys. So after that we have started the pujas every week on Mondays. And it kept on going on till I handed this place over to Swamiji to further develop it. And today you can see what it is. So this I gave to Swamiji in 2003. So till then I was associated with this tree. Every week we used to come here, have a puja. Every year there was prasadam for all the surrounding villages around here. That was a yearly affair. And we have seen a lot of things happening under this tree from time to time. And a lot of people also have witnessed it and told me that a lot of good things happen when you come here and pray every Mondays. So we had the puja going on every Monday without fail. And even I have witnessed a lot of happenings here. And I've witnessed, personally I've also witnessed a lot of things. In fact, whenever I had problems, I've always come back to under the temple, under the tree and prayed. And my things have vanished within a week. But the next Monday, my problems were solved, so I can come back and thank Munishwara for it. And there are many such instances like that which has gone on. In fact, my brothers also used to come here and do that. And in 2003, my brother met Swamiji in Bangalore for the first time. And after a couple of weeks, he told me that this Swamiji is here in Bangalore, why don't you come and see him? So then, before I could see him, the next morning they were here on the farm, early in the morning. And Swamiji said, this is the tree that I have dreamt of and all that. So I said, Swamiji, from here onwards, this tree is yours from now. So my association with Swami started from that moment. And from there I've seen a lot of changes and a lot of things happening. And like Radhakrishna Swamiji had said in 69, that this place will be world famous, I am seeing it today. What was predicted in 1969 has come true. And there are lakhs of people I'm seeing from all parts of life and all parts of the world who are coming here and having the blessing of this tree. And after I inherited this part of the land apart from my everything, I used to do a little cultivation around the house. At the rest I had left it fallow for the peacocks. We had bears, panthers, and jackals and all running around here. I never used to disturb them. But 2-3 times I have seen Muneshwara walk by. And on one special occasion I have seen, that was about 40 years back, I have seen this whole tree light up in the night. It was like seeing it in daytime. That I have seen it once for all these years. From 68 to today, I have seen it once. Once my elder brother came and told me that such and such a Swamiji is there. He will be coming and taking over this land which I intend to hand over to him. I said, fine. We have handed it over to 3 other Swamijis prior to this. But it has always come back to us. So let's see, let's give it another try. I don't mind, I said. And this time when we gave it over, I think we handed it over to the right Swamiji. And from then onwards, there's no looking back. It has become an ashram and a holy place for what it was always. Swamiji to come here, because even though we handed it over to 3 other Swamijis, the land came back to us. So when I handed it over to Swamiji with a little apprehension, but what my elder brother said was right, that this Swamiji will take care of it and he will do it. And as you see, it's happening. And when the first time I went and met Swamiji, my brother was telling that his classmate from school had told that Swamiji, one certain Swamiji is looking around for a tree like this, such and such a tree. He has been looking around it for about a year. He couldn't get place the thing. So when my brother told him that we have such a place, they came here and saw the place, and then Swamiji said, this is the place. And
Yes, this is so beautiful how the sacred kshetra of Adi Kailasa, especially the Vidhi Banyan tree, landed in the owner of Paramashiva himself, the incarnation of Paramashiva himself, Swamiji. And from there, the humble beginnings of Kailasa, in the whole, all the contributions that we are experiencing today, Swamiji started brick by brick, person by person from there. And now we'll be having a small quiz on that I'm going to request Agni Ayya and Balaji Ayya to participate. Yeah. So, which year did Swamiji inaugurate the Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Savangapeetham? Was it 2001, 2002, 2003, or 2004?
It's 2002, ma.
Okay. Balaji, would you like to share?
I think it is 2002, ma.
I think it's 2003, ma.
So, Ma Nithyananda is sharing that it's 2002, and Ma Pratibha, who's another devotee, is sharing 2003. So now let's see the right answer. Actually, 2001 itself, back in 2001, Swamiji has inaugurated the Adi Kailas and Nithyananda Savangapeetham. And now, yes. So now, when was the day when Kailasa Enlightenment Ecosystem was officially inaugurated in Adi Kailasa? Was it in 31st December 2000 or 2001, 2003, or 14th January 2001 and 14th April 2001?
Can you repeat the options, ma, again?
Yeah, it's actually projected on the screen. When was the day when the Kailasa Enlightenment Ecosystem was officially inaugurated in Adi Kailasa? So, was it 31st December 2000, 1st January 2003, 14th January 2001, and 14th April 2001?
It's 14th April 2001, ma.
Yeah. See, actually, any other answers, Ayya, Balaji? Ayya?
1st January 2003.
Yes, that's right. So, Manatanta, you're right. It is on 1st January 2003 when the Kailasa ecosystem, enlightenment ecosystem, was officially inaugurated in Adi Kailasa. Beautiful. So, now in this next segment, we will see how the Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Savangapeetham, the temple was built by Swamiji, how everything for the temple, right from constructing the sanctum sanctorum, how Swamiji was so involved in building the whole place together and the whole making of the Bidiri temple happened. So let's take a look at this small video. Yes, how the whole Adi Kailasha Kshetra today, as we speak, the Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalaya, established by Swamiji, is now contributing towards more than 1 billion peace minutes. Literally more than 300 days in our temple out of the year, out of 365 days, 300 days we celebrate Brahmotsavams. Today, this temple also holds the record of celebrating maximum number of Brahmotsavams in a year. This has been awarded by the Asia Book of every single ritual, whether it is daily rituals, whether it is Brahmotsavams, every single ritual and customs and traditions, whatever is followed in this temple is personally guided by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Even nowhere in the world a temple can celebrate 13 Brahmotsavams in a year because Swamiji is so passionate about reviving these temple sciences, reviving all the sampradayas of Hinduism. It is not just the Shaiva Sampradaya, but rather all the sampradayas of Hinduism. Swamiji is reviving every single Brahmotsavam that is pertained to that sampradaya. Swamiji ensured that in Adi Kailasa it is celebrated. Not only in Adi Kailasa, all the Kailasas around the world just are follow these temple rituals and are celebrating these rituals in synergy. So this entire contribution of Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Peetham in terms of temple sciences is so enormous, contributing to 1 billion peace minutes because every single day the number of Nitya Pujas means every daily pujas and daily homas that happens in this temple unbroken for the last since the inauguration of the temple, since 2006 today, till date, there are a number of Nitya Pujas and Nitya rituals which is unbroken, and all of this is conducted by the initiated disciples of Swamiji whose third eye is awakened. So whenever they create that sankalpa of manifesting whatever prayers, whatever realities that they want, simply it happens. And there are a number of people, millions of people who have experienced extraordinary miracles just connecting with the deities in Adi Kailasa, because each of these deities, not only they are energized by Swamiji, they are made. The main Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva made by Swamiji. Literally, Swamiji went to this sacred, to the workshop where the deities were made. He used to sleep there. He used to connect with all the workers. He used to guide personally the workers and made the entire deity. And then he also energized the whole deity. The whole energizing process was done. Prana Pratishtha process was done. And before the Prana Pratishtha process, there is this beautiful ritual called Kodikan Ratayatra. So yes. So the Kodikan Ratayatra is one of the beautiful traditions that Swamiji has revived in terms of making the deity alive. Okay? So in this Ratayatra, what really happens is the deity. So the Kodikan Ratayatra is actually a colorful and vibrant celebration where the deity makes its way through the community. So the entire ecosystem, the deity starts grazing and blessing all who encounter it. So the deity leads a joyful procession surrounded by music and festivity before being enshrined into the main sanctum sanctorum. The deity takes the whole community, takes the entire ecosystem into confidence and showing that he is going to be the presiding, guiding force for the entire ecosystem to lead the community into living enlightenment. Swamiji revived this entire tradition of Kodikan Ratayatra, and literally so many thousands and thousands of people were blessed by this Kodikan Ratayatra of Swamiji. Now let's take a glimpse of how it feels, how vibrant the whole celebration of Kodikan Ratayatra used to be. Wow, that was such an intense, joyful celebration. This is how Swamiji led the entire ecosystem. You can see this celebration of Kodikan Radhayatra, where the deities, the grand celebration of deities being welcomed by the entire ecosystem, where Swamiji himself is inspiring the entire crowd. He himself is dancing. He himself shows how Hinduism is just celebration. And we can see the number of people who are gathered just for this inauguration ceremony. And throughout this entire about 2 months, this Kodikan Rath Yatra happened. And throughout this entire period, crores and crores of people that covered more than 50 cities. All these places, crores and crores of people were there, were receiving the blessings from the deities, and they all were part of building of this ecosystem. So this is how the Hindu tradition was so inclusive, and Swamiji revived all these minute aspects, and revived and made the whole thing as a grand celebration. So now, as we are beautifully progressing and learning about the making of Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Peetham, I invite Ajay Narayan Ayya, who is also one of the devotees and disciples of Swamiji, residing in Karnataka Sangha. And he, it's so beautiful to have him here in the show. He has such amazing things to share, how Swamiji transformed his life, being around in the ashram and serving the Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Peetham in various occasions, how his life has been transformed. So let's hear from Ajay and Nithyananda.
Nithyananda, everyone. Sashtanga Gandha Pranams at Swamiji's feet. Thank you for inviting me actually today, ma. I first had the fortune of actually having Bhagwan's darshan. I think sometime in February 2009. It was part of a Kalpataru darshan in Mysore. And since then onwards, Swamiji has been an inseparable and an integral part of my life. I'm eternally grateful to him, right, for staying actually by my side always, through all the ups and downs in my life, and he's been consistently causing miracles right now since then. Right? Of course, obviously, I have a few of them that are extremely close to actually my heart. I was separated from my actually son for over actually 3 years. It is only through Swami's actually grace and actually blessings that I was reunited with him. And both of my parents also fell actually eh, ill for a long time, right? And it was Swami who actually took care of them. And then Swami even actually liberated them after they left the body. I was in tatters after I lost both of them, right? So Swami actually helped me actually close and actually brought me to completion. And in fact, I've actually been stammering for almost 40 years now. So it is this continuous showering of actually healing and actually blessings that
I think
I'm able to sit in front of the camera as well.
Yeah, that's what I want to mention. That 40 years of stammering, you coming to this show and wanting to share, not only here in many other platforms, wherever you wanted to speak about that, that itself is a huge breakthrough. Personally, I would say that's a great thing.
Yes,
How
yes,
Swamiji
ma'am.
has transformed your life. Yes, please go ahead.
Sure, ma'am. Deep gratitude. And in fact, not only that, I've actually been innocent in all of the crisis situations in my life. I've been through several physical accidents, whatever, right? Everywhere I have been calm, only with the knowledge and assurance that actually Bhagwan is actually there to take care. And in fact, I'll actually share an interesting incident that happened in January in the previous month, right? So we had a cooker blast which actually happened in my kitchen. I was at home, so my son was at home, and my two pets were also there. So it's all thanks to Bhagwan. He actually made sure. In fact, actually Bhagwan had actually prepared this, I think, 2 days in advance. This incident happened on a Saturday, and the Thursday before that, I actually got a call out of the blue from another fellow devotee of actually Bhagwan, Neela Sharma Ma, who actually told me that she actually had an extra set of agreed mandalas. And she suddenly asked me if I would like to have them. I kind of jumped with joy and I said yes. So I actually went and brought it from her house and installed it in her house, I think on Friday, right? And the next day morning, on actually Saturday morning, I started cooking, but I had to get actually ready in order to go right now to attend a family get together. And I suddenly hear a loud kind of crash landed on the top of my house on the roof or something. I wanted to actually go up. So my son actually comes running and actually tells me that there actually has been an explosion in the kitchen. Around the 7, 8, actually folks from around actually my place, including some passers-by, also rushed in to figure out what actually happened. And I saw that there was a cooker burst. And so we had pieces of actually metal and glass, everything actually strewn around. Okay, but by Swami's grace, there was not a single scratch on any one of us. So he actually made sure, even actually without me asking, he's constantly taking care of me and actually protecting my family. Okay, so he sent the mandalas and I think he created a safety net and an energy field. I'm always eternally grateful to him. And there's also one more actually blissful part of my week that I look forward to. It is actually the Suprabhata Seva that we actually offer in the Banchankari temple. Right, Swami established actually this actually beautiful ecosystem with our actually deities. And then some of the devotees, so we kind of take actually turns to offer seva, right? Right now, there's Sunday is my term. If you actually ask me, Sunday morning is the best part of my week, right? I keep looking forward to actually go there because I know that. So we spend around 2 to 3 hours actually there with our deities, right? In his energy field, there's actually such a sweet and kind of intimate actually space that we have the deities. So it's like that I am exclusively having a one-of-one, right? So he actually kind of spiritually kind of actually recharges me and actually does some kind of a bliss top up and actually sends me the Okay, so I can actually handle the outer world for the next 1 week, right? So he's actually made sure that we kind of experientially we live Advaita actually with him, right? So I thank him from the bottom of my heart. I'm always actually there at his actually lotus feet. Love you intensely, Swamiji.
Yeah. Thank you so much,
Thank you for
Arya.
giving me this opportunity.
Mentioned, since you met Bhagwan till now, right from overcoming the separation of the family, or how you are united with your child and overcoming this stammering pattern, and how you are able to you build your self image throughout the time you are connected with Swamiji, and as recent as last month, you are experiencing this continuous support and guidance from Swamiji. So that
Yes, ma'am.
really shows how Swamiji is intently working on each and every being. So the whole Kailasa that is built today, Swamiji has built from his hard work and compassion, where one person at a time, one being at a time. Like you, I'm sure you also would agree with me. Like there are millions of people who have received these darshan, these feelings from Swamiji in Adi Kailasa.
Absolutely.
Yes. And I also would like to thank you for your participation throughout the quiz. You've been participating and answering the questions, and we have some more questions to be, asked with all the participants today. So thank you so much, Arya, for sharing, and definitely,
thank you for the opportunity.
It gives confidence and hope for so many other lives out there. We don't need to really suffer. Avatar has happened, and Swamiji is providing time-tested solutions from Hinduism to empower and heal the whole planet. So thank you so much for sharing in the segment today. And dear viewers, now we will have a few more questions as quiz that's going to be played by the speakers today. So, when did the landmark event in the history of Hinduism, where Swamiji was coronated as the 293rd pontiff of Shamla Pita Sarangapitam at Adi Kailasa? I think it's a fairly easy answer. Let's see who's able to answer this. We have Agni Ayya, we have Ajay Ayya, we have Balaji Ayya. Yes. So the question, the four choices that we have is it on 25th of May, 2014, or 14th April 2015, 1st of June 2010, 27th of April 2012?
April 2012.
That's right. That's right, Balajaya. So in 2012, Swamiji is coronated as the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shamala Pita Sarvangapitam, the Madhuri Adinam at Adi Kailasa. And like this, there were several other coronations that Swamiji received in Adi Kailasa, and Swamiji was coronated as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism through Atirutra Mahayaga. That also happened in Adi. Okay, we'll move on to the next question. On which date the Guinness World Record for the largest number of people in the formation of sacred syllable Om was achieved? Actually, Swamiji has received 3 Guinness records, 2 in the field of yoga and 1 in the Om formation, and 9 Asia Book of Records Swamiji has received. So now the question here is, which year Swamiji, or which date Swamiji received this Guinness World Record on formation of sacred syllable Om? So was it in 1st of January 2015, 16th of December 2017, 21st of January 2018, 30th December 2019?
16th December
December 2017.
That's right. I'm sure many of you also were part of this.
I was fortunate to be part of that, ma'am. Yes, I was also there.
16th December. Yeah.
Aya, would you like to share the whole grand celebration, how it was being in Adi Kailasa, participating in this Guinness record?
Yes, ma'am. it was an extremely festive atmosphere. Okay. Okay, so we had actually specific colors to actually wear, right? In terms of caps and the Yatra Kavi that was actually given to us in order to symbolize saffron, right? So we had actually specific actually places in terms of the formation that we actually had to do. I think that happened next actually to the Vaidyasar over there. Okay, we have a flat piece of actually land there, right? So that's where we were actually pulling. So it was actually fun to be there, and then of course, right, the Swamiji always actually blesses us with actually yummy prasadam anytime that we're there in the Adinam, and it was feeling actually so wonderful to catch up actually with everyone as well. So
Yes,
I
and
had a great time that day.
more than 5,000 people were gathered from the entire Kailasa community around the world. So many people from different parts of the world came together to set this world record. Is there any other experiences that you guys have to share with viewers today? Agniya, were you part of the Guinness World Record?
Yes, Ma. So I was also part of that event. And that was actually the way the event was coordinated and the way the people have gathered with such an enthusiasm. And that was literally an amazing thing. Actually, I remember still it was in the afternoon, and it was like people were literally there was some 2 to 3 formations were needed. Like I still remember like 4 to 5 group of people were gathered, and I could able to see such an such an involvement with. It's not so easy to, because we were not it was not rehearsed or something. It was more a kind of regular on spot a spontaneous incident that was happened. And I was actually observing like a good coordination and people across the different world, like all the way around, and it on the in the afternoon, and that was the most wonderful scene to be seen that day actually. Yeah.
That's great, Aya. Balaji, were you part of it? Also?
Yes, Ma, I was there. More to do with the physical seva. I think 5,000 plus people were there. You know, and Agneya said it right. It happened in the afternoon times. I think one important thing is that the enthusiasm. And people were eagerly looking forward for what would happen next. You know, that's something that, you know, everyone was talking about this, you know, the world record going to happen now, all these things. So being in that, the space itself gives, you feel more of an achievement inside. And it's one of the beautiful thing, you know. I was only coordinating and doing some seva with all the people who were there, you know, that's all.
Yes, and 2 other Guinness records also happened in the same year in the field of yoga. I remember so many participants who never even practiced Malakamba or Kundalini Raju.
Yeah.
Just with the initiation of Swamiji, all of them were able to perform the Malakamba and Kundalini Raju yoga. So Swamiji set the record of maximum number of people participating and performing the Malakamba class, and maximum number of people participating and performing the Kundalini Raju class. So main thing that I wanted to share is everything that is happening in this ecosystem has that intense energy that Swamiji has installed in every single points of this ecosystem. It is through initiation that people are able to perform all these feats, and how Swamiji is holding the whole ecosystem together and aligning back again and again to the sacred principles of Vedas and Agamas. So that is one thing which I always wanted to share. And now let's take a look at the grand celebrations of Guinness record. That 2 Guinness records that were awarded to Swamiji in the field of yoga that happened in Adi Kailas Nithyananda Peetham.
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ, ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ. ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ. ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ, ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ. ನಮ್ಮ ಮನವ ಬದಲಿಸುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ, ಬುದ್ಧಿಯಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನವ ಬದಲಿಸುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ. ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ, ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ. ಧೈರ್ಯ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಮರಣದ ಭಯ ಹೋಗಿಸುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ, ಧೈರ್ಯ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಮರಣದ ಭಯ ಹೋಗಿಸುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ. ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಮಂತ್ರ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ, ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಮಂತ್ರ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ. ಮಂತ್ರದಿಂದ ಶರೀರ ಮನವ ಶುದ್ಧಿ ಮಾಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ, ಮಂತ್ರದಿಂದ ಶರೀರ ಮನವ ಶುದ್ಧಿ ಮಾಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ. ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಮಂತ್ರ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ, ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಮಂತ್ರ ಕೊಡುವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ. जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं जगद्गुरुं वन्दे परमहंसाख्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतं. जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं जगद्गुरुं वन्दे परमहंसाख्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्. आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्. आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्. नित्यमुक्तं निर्विकल्पं ध्यानलोकप्रदीपकं वन्दे शान्तमयं बन्धं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्. नित्यमुक्तं निर्विकल्पं ध्यानलोकप्रदीपकं वन्दे शान्तमयं बन्धं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्. आनन्दगन्धसञ्चारं सर्वोपाधिविनिर्मुक्तं वन्दे ज्ञानालयं नाथं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्. आनन्दगन्धसञ्चारं सर्वोपाधिविनिर्मुक्तं वन्दे ज्ञानालयं नाथं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्. सर्वाकारं निराकारं सर्वभक्तार्थविध्वंसं वन्दे कारुण्यपूर्णं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम् सर्वाकारं निराकारं सर्वभक्तार्थविध्वंसं वन्दे कारुण्यपूर्णं नित्यानन्द
Yes. What we just witnessed is the historic moment of Swamiji receiving mythology is historic moment in 2015 where Swamiji is coronated as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Thousands and thousands of Hindu seers, Hindu leaders, Guru Mahasanidhanams, Pitadeshwars, Mahants, so many people gathered and unanimously they all awarded Swamiji as the recognized Swamiji as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in 2015, and this grand celebrations happened in Adi Kailasa Nithyananda in 2015. Like this, there are several historic moments of Kailasa this Punya Kshetra has housed, and there are many, many more things. Surely we cannot cover in this one segment. And I would like to thank all the devotees and disciples who came forward to share their journey with Swamiji, especially being part of this Nithyananda Pitam, Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Pitam. And I would like to share also how the revival of Hinduism through the civilizational nation of Kailasa literally irked the interest of the Hindu basic forces that Swamiji had to undergo more than 80 assassination attempts and 120 false cases, 17,000 hours of character assassination through print media, social media, and many more. Literally, all of this is towards because of the authentic revival that Swamiji was doing through these ecosystems. And a situation arose where the assassins of the anti-Hindu elements literally attempted to take Swamiji's life in his own quarters. And in order to protect the ecosystem and all the sovereign order of Kailasa and the Hindu community from the anti-Hindu forces, Swamiji made the ultimate sacrifice and a decision to depart from the Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Pitam. And even in that situation, even in that moment, his initial response was, I will never question my Guru, and it is time to establish a Hindu nation. Swamiji's first response when he had to leave the Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Pitam, the whole kingdom that he has built out of his hard work for more than 2 decades, his very first response was, it is time that we build the Hindu nation. My ancestors did not do, so we are suffering. So let me do it so the next generation will not suffer. This was the very first statement that Swamiji told. And true to what he has told in the last 5 years, Swamiji made the Kailasa happen. And today we see Kailasa as the first nation of Hindus, first nation of Hindus which is being recognized by United Nations, which is being recognized by United States and several other countries. And the United Nations now recognize Kailasa as the first nation. Several countries, including United States, so has established bilateral relations with Kailasa for the mutual cooperation and sharing of resources towards creating a sustainable world. All this is because of Swamiji's intense hard work and unwavering commitment to humanity. This year, Kailasa will be opened to one and all. Swamiji told that the Maha Kailasa is going to be open for one and all, and those who contribute towards this opening of Kailasa will help towards building the seed infrastructure for this Maha Kailasa. And as we can see, just this Adi Kailasa is one of the kingdoms. 21 such kingdoms Swamiji has revived, and many, many more Hindu ecosystems that Swamiji has created all around the globe. All we can experience is intense bliss and how people are empowered truly from these ecosystems, and how they're all going to be empowered by being part of the Kailasa. So if all that we can do, whatever you have as resources, whether it is time, treasure, or talent, just decide to be part of Kailasa. In today's class, we spoke about being perishable, having the ambitions that are perishable, and having the ambitions that are imperishable, and how by choosing to take our thoughts and actions towards imperishable, we attain Paramashiva himself. All the wealth that we are having, it is actually perishable, but you can make it imperishable by contributing that towards Kailasa. Now, being part of Kailasa and contributing towards Kailasa, opening of Maha Kailasa by being part of the Savanyapita is one way how you can make your material wealth imperishable. You will be eternally residing in the feet of Paramashiva as a Divya Sharira, which is a great opportunity for each and every one of us. So let us take this moment to sign up. Show your intention to be part of opening of Maha Kailasa. Whatever you have, in whatever capacity you have, let's decide, are you going to stick to this perishable ambitions in life, or are you going to decide to move from perishable to imperishable and attain the Paramashiva himself? Right? So you can literally convert the perishable wealth that you have, the perishable properties that you have, perishable jewels you have, whatever you think has mattered with you, that perishable can be converted into imperishable by you making a decision to be part of Sarvanyapita. So let's take this moment to sign up, show your intention to be part of Sarvanyapita. The link is being projected in the screen now, sksjp.org/contribute. And also would like to hear from all the viewers, how did you enjoy this segment, your feedback and your thoughts. And please imagine what Swamiji has created as Adi Kailasa. This 20 years of hard work is despite that brutal persecution that Swamiji has faced for more than a decade. This amount of huge work Swamiji did despite the huge attack by all the anti-Hindu forces. Now, the Maha Kailasa that Swamiji is going to create, it is a first nation for all the Hindus. Then imagine the amount, the scale with which this the Hindu sciences will be reached to each and every one of the human beings across the world. So many billions of lives are going to be positively impacted by all the contributions that Swamiji can do through Maha Kailasa, which has the sovereign status, which is always imperishable. So your decision to convert your wealth to be imperishable is you deciding to be part of Sarvanyapita. So today let's take that sankalpa to be part of Sarvanyapita. Set your intention. You can make an intention that, okay, by Shivaratri, I want to become a Sarvanyapita Yajaman. So whatever my perishable incompletions are there, I'm deciding to drop at the feet of Paramashiva. Your decision to drop all the perishable incompletions at the feet of Paramashiva and decide to choose imperishable, deciding to experience Paramashivatva will simply help you to manifest Sarvanyapita. And Swamiji has time and again shared so many times, all we need to do is just take that small steps. If we take that small steps, Swamiji is going to take millions of steps for all of us to manifest the space of Sarvanyapita. So requesting all the participants to take this moment and please fill the intention form. And needless to say, this Maha Paramashivam has been extraordinary experience so far, especially last 2 days, the revelation that Swamiji has given. It is literally taking the whole humanity to the next level. And it also makes sense how Swamiji is step by step preparing all of us for the last 6 to 8 months, whether it is in Paramashivam Level 3 Season 1 program where Swamiji showed a glimpse of number universe, frequency universe, and all the lokas, and which and subsequently Navakhanda Yoga Samadhi, then Swamiji empowered us to experience sessions of Paramashiva. So every single initiation that all of us have received over the last 6 months has been extraordinary. And Swamiji has been preparing all of us, and now Swamiji in second season of Maha Paramashiva is empowering us to receive this extraordinary possibility of synesthesia. The anomalous blending of the sensory perceptions, where you can literally hear the color, you can literally smell the shapes. What level of possibility that Hinduism has showered on humanity, which Swamiji is reviving In every level, Swamiji is reviving these Hindu sciences to its true authenticity and making and empowering the human beings to explore these possibilities. So let us not miss this opportunity. Everybody, let us be part of this Paramashivam celebrations. Whoever is joining us with one-day program, I'm sure I don't have to say, with the level of initiations, frequency of initiations that all of you are receiving, and the intense, powerful cognitions that Swamiji is delivering to all of you, definitely all of you will be working towards manifesting the 21-day program. And I also would like to share, please share it with your friends and families. The best thing that we can really do to our loved ones is showing them this possibility. Swamiji is the highest possibility that every human being can aspire to. And connecting each of them to Swamiji and making them to experience this sciences of superconscious mutation, that is the best thing that we can do to our loved ones. So I recommend and would like to share with all the viewers and participants, join yourself and don't ever miss to share it with your friends and family and ensure that all of them are also part of these grand celebrations. And if you're feeling that, yes, I want to be Savanipita Ejman, I also want to participate in Paramashivam celebrations, but I do have obstacles. I don't know how to overcome these obstacles, but I truly intend to be part of these celebrations. Then all you need to do is just send a message in the Facebook group. So the QR code is being projected where you can scan and it will directly lead to a Facebook group. You can post your message, your request to scan through Third Eye, and I'll be scanning through Third Eye, and whatever Swamiji is showing as a solution, we'll be sharing it with all of you. So many of the participants and viewers have been benefited through this science of Third Eye. Swamiji has awakened the Third Eye of millions of disciples, and they're all called as the Nithyananda yogis. Through this science of power manifestation, Swamiji has reached millions of lives and empowered them to experience healing, inner healing. So I request all the participants, whoever is feeling obstacle, whoever, if you're feeling there is an obstacle in your manifestation, you can request for a third eye scan. So I'm just checking. Yes. So with this note, so you can post your request of third eye scan in the group, and I will definitely come and chat in the group. Thank you so much for your participation. I'm sure all of you really enjoyed this segment of just sharing the glimpse of what contributions that Swamiji has done through Adi Kailas and Nithyananda Peetam. Thank you so much. And with this note, I would like to end with the Purna Mantra, and stay tuned all the Paramashivam Season 2 program participants. You are going to be experiencing the most vital moment of the day, the darshan of Swamiji, who is going to grace us all as Lingkodbhava Murti. So with this note, would like to end today's session with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva